What do you call it when a bunch of companies collude to set prices, fix markets, close off competition, capture regulators, and bribe politicians? we call it a cartel, right? Like the oil cartel. You've heard that term before, cartel? Who here has heard the term banking cartel? Oh, we don't hear that term. We don't talk about the banking cartel. We don't talk about the information cartel, right? How many of you here in Seattle work for one of the information cartel companies? Big smile on the box. Cartels are most insidious when we don't talk about them, when they hide in the shadows but in plain view. The banking system, payments, finance, are the biggest cartel in the world, and nobody calls them a cartel because they're the biggest cartel in the world. So they own all of the media, newspaper, channels, politicians, and laws. And that makes it very easy for them to get away with crimes. In fact, mega crimes. Just after the crisis in 2008, instead of some bankers going to jail, what happened was that they set up an additional layer of crime through a series of fraudulent foreclosures, robo-signing. Do you remember that crisis? One of the lead companies in that space, the biggest robo-signer of all, was run by a guy called Steve Mnuchin. Anybody know what that guy does today? He's the Treasury Secretary. And apparently he can do that job without running it from a jail cell. He copped a deal, didn't have to accept any wrongdoing, and then quickly got a cozy job where now he has the ultimate level of protection, which is qualified immunity. And that's how cartels work, because first they capture the market, then they capture the regulator, who is always, of course, about consumer protection. And the regulator is there to protect against evil things happening, like, for example, money laundering, if you don't have a banking license. If you don't have a banking license, no money laundering for you. But if you do have a banking license, well, I mean, we have to protect the system. So there'll be a fine. Usually the fine will be less than what you made actually money laundering, and you'll get away with it, right? And of course, we don't want to see any financing of terrorists, except for the ones we do for the State Department, the CIA, or the banks, in which case those are good people. So we have the regulators and they're captured. And what that kind of situation does is it encourages behaviors that are fundamentally parasitic. So when capitalism fails in this particular mode, when you end up with full-blown crony capitalism, also known as kleptocracy. Kleptocracy is from the Greek word klepto, which means thief. And what happens when you have a kleptocracy is that the most parasitic behaviors get rewarded.